everybody, and welcome to the Mornville Community Library's 24 Days to Christmas. My name is Shelley, and I am super excited to share this year's program with you. In each gift bag, you will receive 8 crafts and 8 recipes to do throughout the month of December. And along with these, you're going to find a special link for 8 special Christmas stories read by various board members of the Mornville Library here. So how it works. On day 1 or December 1st, you will work on one of the crafts. On day 2 or December 2nd, you will have a recipe to do. And day 3 or December 3rd, you will link into one of those special stories, and so on throughout the month of December. I'd also like to send a warm thank you out to our local Rotary Club sponsoring all of the 24 Days to Christmas bags. Thank you so much for your support. And with that, let's get started. Hi everybody, I'm Shelley with the Mornville Community Library, and with our 24 Days to Christmas, we are going to start on to craft number 1, which is going to be our clothespin, snowman, and reindeer ornament. You can also use these as puppets if you like, but let's get started. So let's take a look at our supplies. So in your kit, you should have 3 wooden clothespins. There should be some white paint and a paintbrush. And we're not using all of this paint for this particular craft. So make sure that if it's a little bit thick, you can add some water to it, because we're going to have another craft down the road that we're going to need some of this white paint for. We've got our paintbrush here ready to go. We've got 3 pom-poms. Those are going to be some noses. We should have 6 wiggly eyes here. Brown pipe cleaner. We've got a couple of different types of yarn. We've also got a piece of fabric for a scarf. And we have 3 pieces of roping to be our hangers. And we've also got a couple sets of some bling stones here that are going to go on to be the buttons or the chests of our characters. So let me just move this to the side and we will get started. So the first thing we want to do is open up our paint. Might be a little bit of it spread in a few places. I would recommend that you make sure you have something to protect the surface that you're working on. You're going to want to have some water close by and also maybe some paper towel. Sometimes I've got mine a little bit wet. That helps to get the paint off my fingers because I'm guaranteed to get some onto my fingers. So the first ones that we're going to start with is we are going to do the snowmen. We'll pull those guys over here first. I'm going to get my brush a little bit wet before I start into the paint here. There we go. So it's going to take a couple of coats to do these guys, and it's up to you if you go inside as well. But we'll see how it looks as we get going here. So you can see it's just kind of barely covering it right now here. So having it a little bit thicker right now is probably going to help. There we go. And I'm not going to do the back right now. That's something that can be done later on down the road. So that is the first one. We're going to give that some time to dry and go on to the second one here. And again, it's going to take a couple of coats. Let's get these guys painted up here. Okay, so I put a 3rd coat of paint onto these guys, and I'm going to let them dry, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go on to our reindeer. So we're going to grab the other clothespin that we have. We're going to grab our pipe cleaner here. We're going to fold it in half like that. And then we are going to take each side and we are going to wrap these. I'm going to move this up a bit. Wrap these around our finger to make the antlers. There we go. Those are our antlers. Put that aside here for a second. And then we're going to take our hanger here, our jute. We're going to go ahead and tie a knot in this. And we are going to get ready to add this and our antlers onto this guy here. So let's go ahead and put a generous amount of glue, stick glue. I find that's just the stickiest. And we are going to open up this clothespin and we're going to do 2 things. We're going to put this guy in here the antlers in, and we are also going to go ahead and put the hanger in. So let's move the antlers up a little bit and adjust the hanger in there. Let's just readjust that. I'm going to put the hanger down there, and let's put the antlers up top. That looks better. All right, the next thing we're going to do is let's put the eyes on. So I'm going to put some generous glue on the upper part here. Actually, I'm going to do the whole part there because we're going to go ahead and put the nose on there as well. So we'll grab some of these itty bitty eyes, and we are going to put one on this side and get a hold of it. One here on the other side, and they're just both going to fit on there. I'm going to do mine a little bit wonky. There we go. And then I'm going to take one of the little pom-poms, pop that on there as the nose. And then I'm going to take a fine marker. If you have some sort of a coloring pen as well, that will work. Coloring marker. And we are going to create some legs. So I'm just going to go down the middle here, make it look like legs. And then I'm going to just color in the bottoms a little bit, and that's going to look like some hooves. And that's pretty much it for that guy. So there he is. There's our reindeer. There we go. All right, so let's go back to our snowman. Oh, we forgot. There's one more thing to go onto this guy. I'm going to grab the red yarn here, and I'm going to create a scarf on this guy with this one. So I'm going to put it underneath first, and then I'm going to create a knot, and I'm going to have it right below his nose. His eyes are pretty wonky there. There you go. And you might notice if your strings are a little bit longer, you can certainly trim them and make them a little shorter. But there we go. Now that guy is complete. Awesome. All right, let's go back to our snowman. All right, so we're going to take, I've got a piece of fabric here, and I've got a piece of some yarn. So these are going to be the scarves for these two guys here. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's go ahead and add the eyes to this guy. So again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my glue stick, and I'm going to put a generous bit of glue on the upper part of both of these clothespins. There we go. And I'm going to grab the itty bitty eyeballs. So that's one guy there and this guy here. There we go. And then let's go ahead, and if we don't have enough glue on this lower part, we're going to stick on the nose. There's one nose. There's the other nose. And if you want to, you can add a little smile, something like that underneath there. I think I'm going to leave mine just the way they are. I'm going to go ahead and grab these gems and put these on. So I'm going to put these on the lower part because we are going to be adding the scarf on there as well. So let's get all of these guys, and they should be sticky already. But if by chance the stickiness comes off, you can always use your glue stick. I think I got that one back on. There we go. That's one guy. Let's grab these other gems and let's put this on this side here. Down on the lower part. I got one more to put on. I'm not sure if the glue came with it. Stick it down here. See if those stay on there. And then I think this guy here, I'm going to straighten his eyes. So he's popping up there a little bit. And underneath, I'm going to put the yarn, and then we're going to tie this. Right here. Nice puffy scarf that he's got on there. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim this just a little bit. There's that one. And trim this one. My hands are all sticky from the glue. There's that guy. There's the reindeer. And let's finish this last guy here. All right, this one I've got some fabric, an actual fabric scarf for him. There we go. Get him to stay put. Might need some help, extra fingers with this. Get it to pull through. Just take your time with it. No rush. This is crafting. My wonky eyes that are there. And there we go. So these can be great little puppets. You can use them to hold some photos from Christmas. We can also make them into ornaments. So I'm going to go ahead, grab these other two strings, get the last knot in this one. There we go. And I'm going to add a generous bit of glue to both sides of that. And we are just going to open up the clothespin and we are going to pop that inside there. Once the glue dries, it should hold in there quite well. Do the same thing to the other side. There we go. It's quite sticky. Go ahead and clip that one in there. And there we go. We've got our 3 ornaments. Great job, everybody. I'll see you on our next craft. Have a great day.